So what is going on, people? Today it's a different type of video. It's not my usual type of video. Every once in a while I do these settings videos. I've had a few people asking me about my settings, so that's what we're here for. And for those that don't care about what I have to say, here are my settings. Anything and everything you want to know about my settings, here they are. So like I said, a few people have been asking me about my settings. I've decided to just make this video for the people that want to know. By the way, these are my settings. I'm not saying these settings are the best or these settings are going to make you way better or anything like that. I'm just sharing what my settings are because some people are curious, I guess. So please don't go thinking that you have to use these settings. So for those of you that are wondering, I play on a regular Xbox One controller with a control freak on my right stick. If you do not know what a control freak is, there's a link in my description to the site. You can use my name for 10% off. It's a gaming product that I've been using for years. I highly recommend it. It's not even that expensive. I also play on an Xbox One X with an SSD, if you were wondering about that. So I guess I'll talk about why I play on 20 sensitivity. I mentioned this in one of my videos before, but every once in a while I would play PUBG with these two dudes on my friends list that I've seen a majority of the time they're always in first person, and I saw that their movement is so fast. And then I asked them what sensitivity they play on, and they both said that they were playing on 20 cents. And from seeing their gameplay, I'm just like, that just looks like so much fun and looks way better and entertaining than going like this. You know the people that be like that, you know. Now with that being said, I don't play in first person a majority of the time. I will switch out if need be, but it's just a whole new play style I've adapted from seeing all these two dudes just play like that. Like I said, it just looks like fun, and it has been fun playing like this. It's made the game a lot more enjoyable. So like one day I just decided to change my sensitivity to max 20 cents. Everything is 20 cents. My general, my 1 times, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 6 times is actually 10. So is my 8 times. And the reason for that is because 20 was just way too fast. You don't really need 20 out of 6 times because you're scoping in really far. Your target's already really far. Any little adjustment will just mess you up. I'm pretty much trying to say I just want the most control for my 6 and 8 times. With me playing on 20 or max, I'm gonna just say max sensitivity. With me playing on max sense, I did not switch to 20 cents and automatically I was decent at it. Honestly, this is not something I would recommend. Like I said, it is fun to do. If you want to do it, hey, you're your own person, you do what you want. So the day I switched to 20 or max sense, I was, no lie, in here training mode just like this, all the ammo, 3 times, or whatever else scopes I wanted to practice with. And just practiced looking around, aiming, adjusting. I was in here for, no lie, 2 hours just trying to get used to the new sense. What I found that benefits me the most being on max sense is like just being able to ADS up close and have a lot of control. Because sometimes, like say somebody hops into this window and decides to run across through this door. On my old sense, I wouldn't be able to follow. But now on my new sense, I can easily trace them. I don't really know what I'm chatting about, so I think I'm just gonna talk about my settings in detail. So I play on Type A. The reason I play on Type A is because I played it since the launch of this game. I've tried switching to Type B multiple times, and I've always found myself being so uncomfortable, and I'm not a fan. I'm sticking with Type A. I find it better for like long distance, and I'm just so used to it I can't change. My right stick dead zone default. I mean, this stuff is off. This stuff is like all default. My right stick is default. My left stick is 12. I found myself sometimes trying to aim and zoom in, but my character was somehow still moving. So I would try to zoom in, but you can't zoom in while your character is moving. So like I would, no lie, let go of my left stick and it wouldn't let me zoom in because the game thought I was still moving. So I made my left stick dead zone 12 so that doesn't happen. Vibration off. This is like the most dumb option ever. You don't need it. Forward running sensitivity. I still don't really understand what this is. I'm still messing around with this. I don't know what I'm going to leave it at. But for now it's at 28. My movement sensitivity is max because most of the time I'm sprinting around, so that's why that is at max. Vertical sense multiplier. This is something that if I were to leave that as default, I would have no control on my vertical. I would have absolutely no control on my sprays. I think the default is 100, right? So I want my vertical to be slower than my horizontal because default vertical, it's way too fast. Say I want to like look above this rock, I would end up looking at the sky. For example, if I were to look at this door on default vertical sensitivity and I try to adjust to the window, I would over adjust and just look at this like really high because it would just be way too fast. You don't need a high vertical sense because this is alright, I'm gonna try my best to explain my reasoning. Hopefully you guys understand. So when you look left to right, you essentially infinitely look left to right. So this could be almost as fast as you want it to be, or as fast as the game lets it to be. But when you look up or down, there's a limit. You know, you look at the ground, that doesn't benefit you. You look at the sky, that doesn't benefit you. I'm gonna just put it at, I think default is 100, right? See, look, like I have like, it's just way too fast for no reason. I don't need it to be that fast. I need to have as much control going up and down as I have going left and right. This also, I don't know, I'm trying my best to explain, guys, but it's so hard, like, to explain into words. This also helps with recoil control. You have to look down to control recoil, or not look down, pull down. If not, your gun is just gonna go up. If you have a high vertical sense, to control recoil, it's a lot more difficult because you have to pull down more with the higher sense. If you have a low vertical sense, you don't have to pull down as much. If you get what I'm saying. General 20, everything else at this point is just 20. Aim Excel off. This is probably the dumbest thing you could ever have on because it messes with your muscle memory. You want your mind and body to adjust to the sensitivity, and aim acceleration, it just creates an inconsistency with your sensitivity. You don't need this. But if you want to have it on, that's all you play how you want. Never been a fan of that. I hated when they forced that upon you. And then everything else is just 20, you know? Besides the 6 and 8x, like I said, I just want more control at a distance. You don't really need it to be that high to look at somebody's head peeking over this hill, you know? If it's really high, I'm not going to be able to, like, adjust accordingly. Well, those are my main settings, I guess. Language, English, game DVR off. This records, like, every kill you get. It's, like, the dumbest thing ever. I don't know. Kill feed, graphic, I don't like the text. I just want to be able to look and glance at the kill feed and know what's going on. Colorblind mode is this one. I don't know how to pronounce it, and the reason I have that one is because you get pink blood with it. Crosshair color default. On-screen hints off. Compass background on. Because the compass be blending in with the background, and that's just annoying. Default firing modes. Everything is full auto besides handguns. When do you really pick up a G18? Does it really matter? TPP aim camera position right shoulder. Auto reloading on. I really love this feature. My audio is all default besides my music. My music is muted. My field of view is 90. Brightness 90. Frame rate priority, and those are essentially my settings. If you have any questions about my settings, don't hesitate to ask down below. By the way, I read all comments. I may not reply right away, but I do see all. This is a really weird video. I was trying my best to explain certain things, and it's just, I don't know, it's just so hard to put into words sometimes. Hopefully I did my best. Like I said, if you have any questions, let me know. If you want to know what my old settings used to be, I still have my settings videos for that up. It's way more like contained. You know, my general was like 14 or something, and my 1X was like 8. It was like 8, 8, 10, 6, or like 7, 6, 6, something like that. If you want to know what those settings are, I have that video linked in the description, my old settings, before I went the max sense route. Yo, even after playing with 20 cents for a while now, I still have moments where I straight up lose control and miss the easiest shots. So if you're having trouble like getting used to your sensitivity, I highly recommend just hopping on training. That's the reason training is here for, to like train and just, you know, practice your recoil control with a no attachment M416, and then put some attachments on there because the attachments are always give a different feel. Oh, I don't even see this guy. Like, controlling a bare M416 is really tough. I'm sorry if this video was all over the place. I don't know, I tried my best to explain a lot of things. But I think that's going to be it for this video, guys. Drop a like, subscribe if you're new. Like I said, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. If I forgot something, let me know, and I'll probably put it in the pinned comment. Other than that, thank you guys for watching. Come here, bitch. His teammate's coming for me! I didn't even hear their shots. Oh. That guy really let me reload in front of him.